For me, video game, it's not a game. Video game, it's really the most amazing way of expression of the 21st century. And before, it was book, movies in the 20th century. And now it's video game. But video game is not just a way to divertissement and entertainment. It's also a way to say anything, to make emotion. It's very important for me.
Rated T for Teen.
It was a terrible blizzard with snow and ice. And then nothing. My memory's all mixed up. Hang on! Tuk-tuk! Goodbye, Kate Walker. I'm fine. No time to lose. I don't believe it. Go quickly.
There!
Captain!
You're one of the very last representatives of a world that is fast disappearing, Miss Walker. That no one will miss.
There's no way I'm going back.
Howdy, guys. This is Bo. We're here with the crew from Syberia 3, and could you gentlemen introduce yourselves to the audience?
I am Benoit Sokal. I am the creator of Syberia 1, 2, and now 3.
Hi, I'm Lucas. I'm a narrative and game designer on Syberia 3.
Oh, great. So, gentlemen, I'm hearing lots of stuff. This game's been in development for quite a while, and it looks like it's really cool. So my audience mostly is like Skyrim, RPGs. So if you were trying to explain to somebody what this game would be like and then why they'd want to play it, like, can you give me kind of like an overview as far as like, why would I want to play the game and how is it going to be awesome? Because it looks really good in the trailers.
Donc, pourquoi il devrait jouer à Syberia? Syberia, c'est évidemment pas un jeu comme on l'entend d'habitude, c'est-à-dire un jeu où il y a énormément d'action. C'est avant tout une histoire qu'on raconte avec les moyens du jeu vidéo.
So, for Benoit, Syberia isn't, a video game in the meaning of, a lot of action and stuff. It's more for him like telling a story with video game narration, basically.
Et pour moi, le jeu vidéo est quelque chose de très large. Il y a 1000 manières de faire un jeu vidéo et aussi il n'est pas inintéressant de temps à autre de changer ses goûts et ses orientations dans le jeu vidéo et de peut-être d'aller voir justement du côté de Syberia quand on veut, au lieu de vouloir absolument faire de l'action, on a envie de de se faire raconter une histoire.
So, and for Benoit, there is, thousands of ways of being a video game, and plenty, it's really wide. And so for him, Syberia can be interesting, kind of to open yourself to a new experience, even if you're kind of a player who really likes action. It could be cool, to do just a step on the side and come and look to Syberia, which is really different.
So, to that effect, it looks to me like a super awesome game as far as being able to be a part of the story. Does the player have a lot of time to interact or change the story, or are they more on like, can they do anything to change the story while they're playing, or does their actions affect how the game progresses?
Est-ce que le joueur peut changer le cours de l'histoire? Est-ce qu'il y a beaucoup d'exploration et tout ça? Bah, moi je vais répondre un peu plus en détail, mais si vous voulez déjà...
Fondamentalement non, parce que en général on choisit la plus belle histoire qu'on peut raconter. Donc on ne propose pas nécessairement aux joueurs différentes fins, par exemple, parce que la personne qui raconte une histoire a déjà beaucoup réfléchi à l'histoire qu'il veut raconter et à la meilleure fin possible. Et il est inutile de donner aux joueurs des fins qui seraient plus médiocres que celles qu'on a choisies. Mais il y a d'autres voies possibles que Lucas d'ailleurs va vous exprimer.
Okay, so for Benoit, so no, you don't have different endings as an example, because for him, he really thought about the story, and for him, the story of Syberia 3 is the best he could get with, it's the best he imagined. So for him, it would be kind of a paradox to, propose some less good endings. But on my side, we still have, if we only have one single ending, but inside the game you have a lot, as an example, of dialogues that are not mandatory. If you explore, you can talk to NPCs, and you'll have not mandatory events. You have no obligation to do them, but you'll have, more background informations or hints, or just funny scenes. And so for us it's really important for it to be as open as we can. And also for telling Benoit's story, it's important for us to be as coherent as we can. So in some point, it's a very small thing, it's a small example, but if you cross by a character before you're supposed to in the main story, well, when you'll meet him, he will recognize you, which he will not if you haven't encountered it. So it's really, adjusting the story for it to be always coherent.
Oh, excellent. So what was the difference in how you told the story when it's in a 3D world versus the 2D world from the old, from Syberia 2? How did that change how you wrote the game?
Pour raconter une histoire, il n'y a pas de grande différence. C'est simplement que l'écriture est différente parce que la souplesse de caméra est énorme, que la manière dont on fait bouger les personnages, évidemment, c'est beaucoup mieux, c'est beaucoup plus souple, c'est beaucoup plus fluide. Mais fondamentalement, on raconte toujours une histoire avec des images. Moi, je suis quelqu'un qui raconte des histoires avec des images. Et parfois, les images sont un peu rudes, un peu saccadées. Parfois, elles sont très souples. Mais fondamentalement, c'est la même chose.
Est-ce que je parle aussi de ce que vous disiez sur le contrôle par rapport à 3D, 2D Okay. So yeah, for Benoit, basically telling a story in 2D or 3D is kind of the same, but for him 3D allows much more you can have more camera angles, more, the characters are much better animated, so it's kind of the same storytelling but with better tools with 3D.
On your side, how does that affect the way you wrote?
Because for me, I speak a little English, for me, my first job it was to make comics with drawn with my own hand. And it was an amazing experience in the 80s, for example. And after I discovered the 3D, the video game, but for me it's the same jobs. Tell a story with pictures and a screen or a book. For me, it's not important. Tell a story with pictures. It's my job.
Oh, that's great.
And you wanted 3D
how's it on your end?
Well, kind of the same, as Benoit. We are much more freedom with 3D, so we can now, thanks to 3D, feature some cutscenes and dialogues that are much more movie look-alike. We can have some choices inside them, and also, even for the puzzles. When it was 2D, I don't know, if you have to lower a lever, you just had to click and you'd see it do. Now, the player can grab the lever and do this as much as he wants, so it's much more dynamic. He can turn all around the puzzle, so you're much more immersed for me.
Oh, that's great. So for the gamer now, I'm just trying to think about it, because for me, I loved these games back in the day because I would be able to be a part of the adventure. There was lots of cutscenes and all of that. As a YouTube creator, I generally can't do cutscenes or music. Did you guys go out of your way to make sure the music is royalty free, or is it licensed? And on top of that, you guys gonna be cool with people doing videos of your game?
Est-ce que j'ai plusieurs questions, mais en gros, au niveau de la musique, où est-ce qu'on en est? Est-ce que c'est de la musique libre de droit ou pas? Et est-ce que on serait, par rapport aux youtubeurs comme lui, qu'est-ce qu'on penserait du fait qu'il puisse faire des extraits sur sa chaîne YouTube, des vidéos?
But for me, the music is very important. I work with Inanzur, and for me, it's an amazing experience, because Inan and me, we are on the same longueur d'onde.
Same wave.
On the same way. We have the same taste for special music, for example, from the east of Europe, and we work together very close to make the best music for Syberia. I think it's very exciting to make music for Syberia. Yeah, make the music from Syberia 2, now 3, and I hope Syberia 4 and 5 and 6. But for me, it's very important. The atmosphere, the music, the ambience, it's very important.
Thanks. Yeah, Hinan did a great job for us, and actually, for the previous question about 3D and dynamism, as an example, we now feature a system in which the music is dynamic during puzzles or some area. So it's quite a simple system, but really efficient thanks to Hinan. It's like we add more layers, more instruments, more melody as the player is going through the puzzle. So it's kind of an unconscious feedback, you start with kind of a little loop at the beginning of the puzzle, and sometime at the end of the puzzle it's a symphony, and so, yeah, he did an amazing work, him and Adrien Benamia, the audio designer.
Oh, very good. So when this game is going to be releasing on the Switch, which is actually kind of the one thing I looked at, and it's how I really found your game, because the list of games on the Switch is only, 90 or 80 at release, not even, and you guys are going to be right out there quick. Do you think the timing for when you're releasing the game will help to boost the game in with the Switch folks, or has that been played into your schedule when you were trying to release the game?
So about the Switch version, so we of course really proud and excited to be on it, but this Switch version will be released after the PS4, Xbox and PC version. So for now we don't have a release date, just we start working on it, and we'll see how it comes.
Sounds good to me. I'm a PC guy, so I could really care less. I just thought it was kind of interesting just because of how few titles are actually on the Switch, but you guys are on board with that, which is really sweet.
Yeah, being Nintendo, it's an amazing audience, so it's a great opportunity for us to be on it, so very excited of what it's going to be.
Very good. So, gentlemen, if you had to sum up why people should play this game for the audience, would you be able to do that for me, so that way I can, because I think from what I'm looking at from the trailers and from the history of the game, it's going to be really awesome. It's just how would I be able to, what would make me want to just run out right now and just blow a whole day just playing the game.
Pourquoi jouer à Syberia et pourquoi, entre guillemets, vouloir cramer une journée à y jouer
Oh, I make Syberia. It's difficult to me to say you must play at Syberia because it's my game. No, I think it's if it rain dehors, if it rain dehors, s'il pleut dehors.
Ah oui, if it rains outside.
And if si vous aimez, si vous avez envie qu'on vous raconte une histoire un jour comme ça, un jour où il pleut, et que vous avez envie d'avoir, surtout, je crois que ce qui est important, c'est qu'il n'y a peut-être pas dans les autres jeux, c'est si vous avez envie de passer un moment où il y a de l'émotion, du sens, et une histoire. Alors il faut jouer à Syberia.
Okay, so like Benoit said as an example. Yeah, it is. I'm I'm gonna try to make it as sexy in English. It's a hard job. Yeah. So no, what Benoit said, as an example, if it rains outside, and if you want, to be told a story, you should play to Syberia because it's, it's not that common in video game, but it's a story who will provide you emotion and also meaning. And so that's for him why you should play to Syberia.
Because I will try in English, but I think that for me, video game, it's not a game. Video game, it's really the most amazing way of expression of the 21st century. And before it was book, movies in the 20th century, and now it's video game. But video game is not just a way to divertissement and entertainment. It's also a way to say anything, to make emotion. It's very important for me.
Wow. That's a little video in itself, just that little chunk about why video games are so awesome. So I really appreciate you guys' time today. I think we're going to be really getting some stuff. Hopefully we'll be able to play a little of this on the channel because it looks fun, and I'd love to play it. And I love the crap out of these games because the interactive story, being able to be a part of it, that just seems so appealing to me just because it's almost like being warped into a different world. Again, gentlemen, thank you very much. And, Syberia 3, it's looking great.
Well, thank you both. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. And sorry for my bad English, but...
It's way better than my crappy French. So, thank you, gentlemen.
Thanks. Thank you.